Good evening. Welcome to Hollybush Railway. Dave here. Slight technical hitch just as I went to start the stream there. Just as I was getting everything ready to go, got a derailment. So bear with me whilst I go and fix that. Alright, rescued the wagons that came off the track. I had to get them re-railed and then we can get the show on the road. Okay, so here we are. This is my new wagons and what just came off the rails there. So these are my covered hoppers from West Highland Models, COV-HOP wagons. And in Hollybush Railway these are going to be some sand wagons. And these are 3D prints with resin wheels, so I don't expect them to be as perfect as the wagons from Hornby and Pico. Generally they are running pretty well, although I have found that the magnetic couplings that I got them with were just a little bit short for the 37 and the buffers were binding when it went round corners. With other locos it seemed to work fine. But just before I came on air tonight I thought I remembered that I had some other magnetic couplings spare, the ones that Hornby put in the Mark IIs. I thought I would try putting one of those onto the wagon, and most of the time that seems to be working. Although I am still having occasional derailments. Only with the 37 and 66 with the long bogie wagon, the long bogie locomotives. With everything else they've run fine. Obviously with a 3D print there isn't quite the same level of articulation as there is in the Hornby coupling systems with the springs and everything. But they seem to be managing okay now. At some point I'll probably switch the wheels out for metal wheels. The whole wagon is 3D printed, right down to the wheels. The wheels are resin prints as well. I'm going to leave them as they are for the moment and just see how well resin wheels hold up. But they're quite nicely detailed. Obviously not completely prototypical to have them running with the merry-go-round wagons as well, but just wanted to make a little bit more of a rake of similar-ish wagons from what I had. I was kind of swithering on whether to do a full review video on them or not, but I just felt basically I would just be repeating everything that Greg had already said over at MacTrains on his review, which is where I saw them in the first place. So if you haven't seen Greg's review, go and check that out. That will tell you everything that you need to know about them. Tonight we can just have a look at them. It's a bit of a Rule 1 running session tonight because we've got Brighton, the little terrier, out as well as a 37. Normandy in the goods yard. And the J50 on the Dalrymple branch. So there's a little bit of everything out tonight. And I'll probably swap a few trains over as we go. I've also got Blink Bonnie sitting in the bay platforms of the station that I can bring out later on. Oh, we have lost the merry-go-rounds again. Lost the hoppers again, I mean. They are occasionally coming off the rails, which is a shame. It's only doing that with the 37. It doesn't seem to be doing that with anything else. Well, the 37 and the 66, those kind of two big diesels. Let's get that back on there. So I think it is just that the magnetic couplers are just not quite long enough to be completely happy with the 37. But I say I'm trying them out with Hornby's own magnetic couplers at the moment, and that's improved it a bit. What I'm planning on doing is fitting them with the magnetic couplers that Greg at MacTrains does himself, which have a rounded end, so they can bend round. No, it's still derailed. So it's using rounded ended magnets. Which should make it a little bit easier for it to pivot. So I've got them on order, and I should have them by next week. So we'll see if that makes a difference to how well it runs with the 37. If it does derail again, I'll swap to a different loco just so that you can see that with my other locos it does run fine if you are thinking of getting these. I think they are really nice wagons. Nope, nope. Oops. Yeah, just knock into Brighton as well whilst I'm at it. Yeah, it's all going well tonight. It's going to be one of these streams, isn't it? Okay, let's swap the 37 out. I swear that 08 knows when it's on camera. Runs perfectly happy when it's not being filmed, and then as soon as you put a camera on it is trouble. And it feels like this could be one of those days. I am exceptionally tired tonight as well, so yeah, don't be surprised if lots of things are going wrong in the stream tonight, because I am not completely with it. It's been a long week. Now there you go. See, with a different loco, no problem. Yeah, it's been a very long week dealing with, you know, the main reason anyone ever gets into rock and roll, because my day job is a musician, dealing with contract negotiations over public liability insurance. So I've been booked to perform at the Commonwealth Games, which is very exciting, but the contracts are taking forever to get sorted out. I think it's finally all in place now. So throughout the games there's going to be lots of different performers in various locations all around the city, like at the train stations as you arrive and on the way out to the venues, and kind of dotted all over the place. Everyone like performing little acoustic sets as you go around the city so that there's something happening. I'm going to be doing 10 of them over the course of the games. And yeah, this week has just all been contract negotiations and making sure that everything's in place and set up, and they've got all my details for, you know, public liability insurance and all this kind of stuff. When you're performing in public, you need to be covered to insurance to the value of £5 million. Now, obviously, I don't have that kind of money myself. Thankfully, I'm with the Musicians Union, so they're covering that. And I've had this insurance with the MU for public events for must be 20 years now, and thankfully never had to actually call on it. touch wood, I still don't have to after the games. But between sorting all that out and busking, and I am slightly done in tonight. So yeah, you can see the new wagons are running quite happily with the 08 there. If you look closely just as I bring it round, you might see that one of them is just wobbling a little. Only a tiny bit, but yeah, that's the only little flaw I could see in the 3D prints, was just one of the wheels had come out with just a tiny imperfection, so there's a little bit of a flat spot on one of the wheels. But it's the nature of 3D printing, you're going to get little inconsistencies like that. And I can swap them out for metal wheels, no problem. And pick some of them up, put them in. Right, installed on the diamond crossing. This can be the trouble if you haven't had time to run anything much during the week. Then dust can build up on the track, and then by the time you go to do a running session on Friday night, there's little bits of the track where things start stalling. Yeah, I think if I replace the wheels with metal ones and just put a slightly longer magnetic coupler onto the front wagon so that the whole rake will be quite happy with the 37. I think these are going to be a nice addition to the layout. Probably pick up some more at some point, and yeah, hopefully West Highland Models will bring a few more of their wagons out. So I was looking on their eBay store, and they've got quite a nice range of wagons in age. The COV-HOPs are the first ones that they've done in TT120. And yeah, hopefully the first of many. And always good to be supporting another Scottish business. They are based up on Skye. So yeah, I hope everyone watching is keeping well. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. If you've picked up some of these wagons yourself, let me know how you're getting on with them. Good evening, Greg. Can't watch tonight, just coming off the ferry from Ullapool. Have a great running session. Cheers, Greg. And yeah, thanks for the tip on these wagons. And when you get home, check your eBay account, because you'll find an order in from me. Hope you're keeping well. Hope it was a good sailing. Have a great weekend. Let's send something else out. Got a mixed goods freight train with the LNER J50. Now I've got a J50 deciding to be temperamental. To be fair, I have got it quite well loaded up with wagons, and not all of them are the most free running ones. Put the covered hoppers into the goods yard with Normandy. At each end of the goods yard, the head shunt is on an R1 curve, and they're running fine round then. As you can see there. The magnetic couplers that they've got as an option on those COV-HOPs, they're quite close coupled, and they're working fine on tight R1 curves in between themselves. The only problem I've had with them is with the 37s and 66s, which just need to be. I just need a slightly longer coupling on them. Same kind of issue as I think Hornby had with the, I can't remember which wagons it was, the kind of long articulated wagons, that, not articulated, the kind of long bogie box wagons. The you know the ones I mean. The ones I can't think of the name of right now because I'm too tired. But yeah, they needed a longer coupler. I'm gonna try them with Greg's magnetic couplers that have the rounded ends, so they can pivot more easily. Because other than that, they seem to be really nice wagons. Obviously we'll see over time how well a 3D print stands up. But they feel pretty robust. And they're certainly more affordable than anything else. You know, that triple pack costs about what you would pay for just one Hornby hopper wagon. And if you're prepared to paint them yourself, you can get them cheaper as well. These I went for the BR Bauxite painted ones, which came in about it was about 35 for the triple pack, something like that. and I think it's about 25, I think, if you get them unpainted with the standard couplers. I got them painted with the magnetic couplers. Yeah, they are a nice set of wagons. I don't think I'm going to do an exceptionally long live stream tonight. I say I'm a bit knackered tonight. But yeah, just jumped on for a wee while for my usual Friday night stream. I might jump online for a wee while again tomorrow. Because tomorrow is not looking like a day for leaving the house. If you're not familiar with the city, tomorrow is the weekend closest to July 12th. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you all about that in a second because we've got another stall. The weekend closest to the 12th of July in Glasgow is when every idiot in the city descends on a bigot march. Every branch of the Orange Order is going to be out in force tomorrow, so the town is going to be absolutely miserable. And I am not planning on setting foot outside. So I might come back online and do another wee live stream tomorrow, rather than trying to go anywhere to Busk tomorrow, because anywhere that has to pass through the city centre is just going to be awful. Thought I didn't have that quite railed up right. Right, that should be on the rails now. Bring out my new 37. I might put the COV-HOPs in with it. Okay, let's see how the hoppers like this 37. Hello, Matthew. Good evening, welcome along to tonight's live stream. Oh, hang on, derailment. I've knocked the power out of my laptop as well. Okay, I'm going to try putting the COV-HOPs in between the MGRs. Because it seems to run fine as long as I've got something with a fairly short wheelbase in front of it. It's running fine, but my camera's frame rate is struggling. I don't know why the frame rate on everything has suddenly dropped so low. It's one of those nights, isn't it? Everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong. The joys of live streaming. Really struggling to get enough light on everything tonight. It's helped it. I'm still getting a real flavour. Why is it so jerky? I might just call it a night soon. It's just been a load of technical problems trying to stream tonight. But cheers for everyone who has tuned in and kind of struggled on with me as I try and get everything to work. Hope you've enjoyed this wee look at the new covered hopper wagons from West Highland Models. So a nice wee set of wagons there. I think they can be improved a bit. Metal wagons, metal wheels rather. Would help them. Obviously, if they came with metal wheels installed, that would put the price up as well. The resin wheels are okay, but they'll run more smoothly with metal ones. And yeah, they just need a slightly longer magnetic coupler to be happy with the 37s. Good night, Matthew. Cheers for joining me. I will be back again next Friday night with another live stream. Possibly one tomorrow afternoon if I'm determined to avoid Glasgow city centre and the Orange Order marches that are going to be taking place in the city tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye.